Hey, Pastor Steve coming to you live from my house. I'm gonna I'm gonna let you a little bit into my world here. I grew up with a lot of nice things, and my parents always had nice things. And I discovered that those nice things cost a lot of money. I couldn't always afford those nice things. So I learned the art of being ingenious and creative and making things work. And so what I want to do, I want to show you this camping trailer that I've done that Cheryl and I are going to go camping. So here we go. This is what it looks like from the outside, just a regular old cargo trailer. And the signal is struggling here. Let's see what we could do. All right, so here we have the inside. We have the canoes up top. We sleep down here. This is the front. All right. Microwave, toaster oven, heater down there, porta potty on the left, and cabinets up there. And oh, by the way, the porta potty really is a porta potty. I designed it and I made it. A special recycling one. Well, not recycling, but composting. Recycling. And so I want to talk to you a minute about a Bible verse that says this in Proverbs 5:15. Proverbs 5:15 says this: drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. And it's talking about covetousness, coveting what other people have, looking at something that other people have and wanting it for yourself. Actually, if we put this whole thing in context, it's actually talking about wanting someone else's wife. All right, but covetousness is covetousness, and the concept still stays the same. I want what that person has. Okay. And before I built this trailer, I looked at a lot of other trailers with Cheryl, and we looked at a lot of nice fancy ones, and but so much money, a lot of money, not money that we had, not money that we could afford. And by the same token, the integrity of those things, you're constantly having to fix things. I've read so many horror stories. All right. But in this, it's simple. I don't have running water. I do have electricity, 12 volt, 120 volt, but I have a lot less problems I have to deal with. All right. Less things in the mix. Not to mention it's more suitable towards our needs because I want to be able to put canoes in here, but we also take out the canoes and we could just relax in here. So my point is this. If I spent so much time worrying about what someone else has and looking at, oh, they have such a nice trailer, oh this, oh that, it would be so nice to have this or so nice to have that, then number one, it would stymie me. Number one, it's called covetousness. It's called jealousy. And then I'm not trusting God to supply my needs and even some of my wants. Okay? But when I redid this trailer, I totally enjoyed the whole process of it. And still, there's little things I tweak here and there. And that's just because I want to. I don't have to, but I want to. And it's fun. I'm a tinkerer kind of guy, and so this works for me. But my point is, instead of me going out and looking what other people have and say, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish I had a 40-foot Class A motorhome, I wish I had a 40-foot fifth wheel hauler or whatever else. I've come to realize that there's a certain beauty in simplicity, number one, but number two, trusting God for our needs. And so when I built this, I was trusting God for our needs. God, what do you think I need? Uh, you know my heart. You know what we want to do. We like going camping. We wanted to put solid walls around us instead of just tent. They get some nasty storms up in the Adirondacks, and I don't want to have to worry about them. And so God was gracious. We got this trailer. I was able to finish off the whole inside. I got so many deals on so many things. I had the only thing I really took help from. Nick had helped me with the interior a little bit. I had him do the 110 volt because that's what he did for a living. He could knock that out 1,000 times faster than me. And then I helped him some. He helped me some of the carpentry. Just because many hands make light work. But aside from that, I did 99% of the work myself. But it's the process that I enjoy. And so I say this to you: if you look around and you see what other people have and you like it, well, what can you do to improve your own conditions? All right? It says, drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Well, if you don't like the water that you got, what do? I don't know, maybe put a filter on it, right? If it's too hard, you soften it. If it's too soft, I don't know if there's a way to harden it. But I never heard of too soft of water except for after it comes out of the softener. But you know something? So many times we look at what other people have, whether it's flowers or houses or RVs or cars, whatever, and we get jealous. And so why not just take some time and improve what you have? What could you do with what you have? Cheryl loves flowers, and she's looked around at other houses where they have all these beautiful gardens, and you know what? She decided, why can't I have a garden, right? And so she did. She did that, and she's been working on it for really, I don't know, 15 years now. So when you see pictures of it, yeah, that's the work of 15 years worth of work. It's a result of 15 years worth of work. And so these things don't come naturally. They don't just sprout there. You have to do something to make them grow. This trailer used to be a cargo trailer that you'd put lawnmowers in, or that you would. I mean, I got this new. I got it for a good price. But people would buy this, guys would buy this to put lawnmowers in the back for their landscaping business. And it was just plywood walls. And so if you have plywood, what do? You paint it, right? And make it look pretty, make it look fancy. And so that's what I did. And it was pretty cheap to do. There's a sign that I made. I made this sign, wow, 1983 or 82, I made that sign. So that's how old that sign is. But that little, the splash, this little coating back here, I got that on sale. I looked and I found it. And I got all this electronics section. I looked and I found it and I hooked it up. And I got 110 volt, 12 volt, got a solar panel. And these walls, they look nice, right? The funny thing is, it's just plywood. 3/8 plywood. And probably 1/2 inch plywood, right? And the lights, 12 volt, hooked them into the battery. I put a battery on board. Nice and bright. Put in some windows. And Cheryl has just barely started her beautification in here, getting ready for camping. She usually hangs a curtain down at the end there. That's actually a drop ramp door that you're looking at. I put down that ramp and I could either load stuff inside or I could put the canoes inside. All right, there's my canoes. I use this thing called E-Track, which is these tracks going up and down the wall, which makes it versatile. I could take stuff out, I could put stuff in. The bed I can remove completely. But you know, sometimes I think the beautiful thing is when you don't have much and you rely on ingenuity, then you could make some really cool things. All that cabinetry I've never done before in my life. All right, I tried it, and actually one drawer, two drawers I built, I had to chuck out because they were wrong dimensions anyway, and they wouldn't work for what I'm doing because I wasn't expecting to get a toaster oven in here, but we went up doing that. That's going to hook up to 110 volt shore power, which means I'm either going to hook up to the place that we're camping or I hook up my generator. And so what it is, it's just a matter of I got an idea, let's do it. I belong to this club online, cargo trailer conversion club. And so everybody posts pictures of their trailers and what they've done. And you know what? Hopefully we don't get jealous of each other, but we get inspired from each other. So when you see something nice, let it inspire you to do something nice. All right? You see some nice flowers, let it inspire you to plant some flowers. All right? But this is my therapy. I come in here every once in a while, work on stuff. Got a few more things I'd like to build. But when I see something nice, I see a good idea, I don't get jealous. I look at it and I admire it, compliment them, and then see what I could do about my own. I drink water from my, excuse me, I drink water from my own cistern, running water from my own well. Now, one last side note, I was just on that forum this morning, and they were talking about how these guys bought this panel, all right? And the problem is the way this panel is, these lights are on all the time. And it's a waste of energy. You got a 12-volt battery. You don't want to waste anything at all. So what I did, I rigged it up. So when a light is on, when a switch is on, that light goes on. And oh, by the way, this is hooked up to my meter because I don't want my meter on all the time either. Because that eats up power, however little, right? And so I have an outside floodlight that's 12 volt. And I have 12 volt and USB hookups here. And it's my solar panel control box up here for charging the battery. And so what I do is I read, and then I design and I implement. But I encourage you guys to do the same thing. When you see something neat, what can you do to your own place to improve it? Whether it's the house, whether it's the interior. Oh, I like that color paint. Oh, I like this or I like that. Well, some stuff gets expensive, but you know what? Some stuff is really cheap. And then I put the screen up, and the way the screen works is it literally just adheres to itself. It keeps the buggies out, but yet I can walk right through it. Right? Got that on sale. Super good price. So, one last time, when you see an idea that you like, don't get jealous. Just say, well, what can I do to improve what I got? How can I make it look cooler, neater, prettier? Right? You can do it. Takes a little bit of creativity, maybe. We have some really creative people, like Sonia in the paint department. She can make all kinds of things as far as painting and beautification and all kinds of different substrates. Right? We got other people in our church that are really creative. And you know what? I bet you got creativity too that you haven't even tapped into. But the only way you tap into that creativity is when you need to. When you need to tap into creativity, that's when it happens. So don't be stuck in a corner thinking, oh, gee, I can't do anything. Now, there's always something you could do, even if you're painting rocks. So I encourage you to be ingenious, to be creative, to have some fun with that. We were made to be creative. You know that? Our Father God has given us this creativity into us. And we all have creativity in different ways. All right, some of you guys do some stuff I could only dream of. And for these cargo trailers, I mean, you could look in there; it looks pretty cool. But I've seen some guys build their trailers better than what you could buy commercially with all kinds of, I mean, using metals and all kinds of things, and it's just really fancy job. So I could get jealous, but I look at it and I get inspired. It's like, wow, maybe I could do some of that out of wood, or maybe I could do it out of metal. I don't know. And these guys get fancy. They have beds that go up and down and all kinds of stuff, really cool stuff. And so it inspires me. So I hope this inspires you. All right, I hope this inspires you. One last time, let me read that proverb. Proverbs 5:15. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. If you don't like what you got, figure out a way to improve it. Have fun with it. Alrighty. God bless you guys. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.